So as the lights went out on top of the gantry, it was once again a fast start from the second row. The number 6, Leo Robinson, had a great run on Gabriel Gomez going through the first corner. He would hang it around the outside, and unfortunately he would get airborne. That car was seemingly okay after the initial impact there, but then we would see him make just a little bit of contact with Fionn McLaughlin. That would send the Irishman's front wing askew. It would seem a puncture as well for the number 6 car. We also saw there one of the Cram cars stuck on the grid, Anastogniadis, unfortunately starting a lap later after being pushed back behind the pit wall as Leo Robinson withdrew from the race. It was all kicking off in the first lap. Eventually it would lead to a safety car. There were some more negotiations further back in the field, the AS Motorsport cars in amongst it as well. A bit of a lock-up there for Alicia Palmovsky as she tried to move through the order. Meanwhile, her teammate Ferreira making contact with Matilda Pats, and that unfortunately resulted in our first safety car as Pats was unable to take the car back into the pit lane. Meanwhile, Rafaela Ferreira had to get out in the pits, unfortunately. A sad end to her second race of the day. Pats' car was retrieved. We are back under racing conditions. The top two would remain stagnant. Maximilian Popov would have to really fight to hold third position from Maxime Reeb, who went around the outside at turn 1 and then again at turn 3. But unfortunately, green flag racing would only last so long. Contact sending the 37 of Alexander Ruta into the gravel. Once again, it was some great fighting for Maximilian Popov as the race resumed, though this time he was trying to find a way around Eddie Robinson for second place. He did not succeed at getting second. He would have to defend that P3 once again, but Maximilian Popov clearly woke up in a fighting mood today and managed to hold on to that third position despite the challenges that he faced. Enia Fry, meanwhile, dove to the inside of Lucas Amalisto. Both of them had to buy a ticket to rejoin the track, and they rejoined with Enia Fry ahead. Thomas Behrman would then sense an opportunity to get around Samalisto, one which it looked like he was going to take. He did take for a while, but would ultimately end up behind Lucas Amalisto. Simon Schranz, meanwhile, trying to make up places, and would end up costing him up against Severikin, who was lurking behind. But Gabriel Gomez claims a second consecutive win of the season in the Formula Winter Series. Some drag races further back. That was between Nina Hardeman and Sebastian Bach for the final spot in the top 10. But the spot in front of the podium, today at least, has been reserved for Gabriel Gomez. Of course, we've got race 3 coming up on Sunday morning, and he'll be looking to make it a perfect weekend. Eddie Robinson alongside him, second position. Maximilian Popov third in the standings, ultimately ahead of Maxime Reem. Enia Fry in 5th. Samalisto in 6th position, ahead of Thomas Behrman, the first of the rookies home, in 7th place. Andrea Kostic in 8th place. Bart Harrison 9th. Sebastian Bach in 10th position. And Nina Hardeman, the first of the female trophy drivers, in 11th. Artem Severikin in 12th place. Simon Schranz in 13th. 14th for Alicia Palmovsky. Kirill Kutskov in 15th after starting from the pits. Alba Hurup-Larsen 16th, Georgi Zuravsky in 17th, Dante Vinci in 18th, Peyton Westcott in 19th, and Andrea Dupe rounding out the top 20 ahead of Theo Borenstein. Chikonte Olkuchka in 23rd place, 24th position for Fionn McLaughlin, 25th place Anagnostiadis, 26th place, unfortunately non-finishing, the other Cram car of Alexander Ruta. Rafaela Ferreira and Matilda Pats both withdrawing after their contact in the early stages of the race.